the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aim to inspire, network, think higher, unite. With this power I'm more, so we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, if you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aim to inspire, network, think higher, unite. With this power I'm more, so we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding,
if you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aimed to inspire network. Think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's
a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding,
if you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aimed to inspire network. Think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's
a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know...
Hello and welcome to 2 years of 880 Wrestling Thursday Night Fights. I am Tatiana, and brought to you by IndyWrestling.us. We have some hot wrestling action all night. So who out there is ready to get things started? Awesome. It's great to see everybody. It's great to see everybody.
For 247 days. That is how long amateur wrestler Reese Hayes held on to the 880 Wrestling Championship. And for 247 days, I had to watch my best friend lose himself in this title. I watched my friend lose himself to his ego. And I had to watch for 247 days as all of you people cheered for it. Because make no mistake about it, Reese Hayes does not have a better friend in this business than Nix Wilde. We talked about doing this before we ever did it, and 2 years ago, to this day, we stepped through those doors, we were in this ring, and the rest is history. But when Reese won this title, everything changed. Reese became more distant. Hell, does anybody even know that Reese was the third member of the Wildflowers? Barely any of you. Because after he won this title, we barely ever saw him. But me and Tatiana, we were there for him, always. When he needed our help against Brooklyn, we were there for him. He called us. 3 weeks ago, no ring, no rules 4. I fought Reese for this championship.
And you lost.
Yeah, you lost.
I did lose. I did. That's a fact. But never in a million years did I think that my friend would beat me unconscious on a concrete floor and leave me laying. And he did. And a week later, Remy LeVay was here on Thursday Night Fights. And even after that, even after no ring, no rules, I was here to defend my friend and to fight Remy LeVay. And Remy beat the hell out of me. Remy left me laying, as defiant as I was. And so, as I lay in this corner, Remy LeVay calling out Reese to come save me, I thought in the back of my head, Reese is going to come any moment. Reese will be here at any second, any minute now. The distance is going to play, and Reese is going to come to my rescue. And moments later, Remy LeVay was slamming my head into a steel chair. And it opened my eyes. I knew what I had to do. 2 days later, I hear Toddy Tondera on commentary. After I watched the match back, Reese Hayes was on a boat. Reese wasn't even here. So I knew what I had to do. I had to take care of things. I had to take this from Reese's shoulder. I had to make sure that the weight of this didn't hurt my friend anymore. Because I did what I did last week out of love, Reese. I took the title belt out of Remy's hands, and I did the job myself. You can hate it, but none of you know what Reese is like behind that curtain in that locker room. None of you know that. I do. So, Reese, I did this out of love. And I know nobody's heard from you for a week. And, buddy, listen. Maybe it's best if you take another week off. Maybe it's best if you take a month off. Hell, Reese, maybe it's best for your own mental health if you don't come back. And in the meantime,
You know, this year, in November, I will be reaching my 5th year anniversary as a professional wrestler. Now, that being said, I have never had more fun in my entire career than I have being your tag team partner. Being a part of 880 has been something so special for me because not only have I had some of the best matches of my career, I got to learn to be a tag team wrestler, and I got to watch these two incredible wrestlers begin and flourish their careers to ends I didn't think was possible for somebody that early on, because it wasn't possible for me. Getting to watch you and Reese become the wrestlers you are today has been so special for me. And I get where you are coming from. I really do. I have been there. I have been in that position of watching your friends succeed and watching them change and watching them do whatever it takes to hold on to the accomplishments they've made. It sucks. It really does. You are right to be frustrated and to be angry. about Reese changing as a person. Because it's not fair. It's not fair that we lost a member of the Wildflowers because of a title. It's not fair that Reese hasn't been there all of the times to match all the times we've been there for him. You're right. But what you did, attacking him, costing him that title, not talking to me, not talking to him, never bringing up these problems, these concerns of yours. We can't go back and undo what happened. And we can't force Reese to come back before he's ready, if at all. But what we can do is we can start over. I have always been there for you, Nix. Even when I've been hurt, I have been there for you. And I'm not going anywhere. I know how passionate you are, and I know how much this business and this company means to you. And I will stick by you while we try to fix this, but you have to let me help you.
Everybody needs a friend.
You know, this is usually the part where my best friend John comes out and tells Matt Flash to put that microphone down. However, under the tyrannical order of Mr. Tani Tandara, he's not allowed to talk, and I personally think that's a travesty. Speaking of travesties, well, would you look what happened, John? It's everything we predicted. The dissolution of fake friends. You hate to see it. Hey, that's what's up. But what we love to see are losers losing. And speaking of losers, there's no bigger one than Keith Haught. Oh, boo. I know a lot of people here have short memories, but Buddies Inc. defeated the team, the makeshift team of the Wildcats. And you know what? On the second year anniversary, Buddies Inc. are feeling like a little bit of a fighting mood. And I think these buddies are down for a fight with the Bearcat. And by we, I mean John. No, dude, you got it. You got it. We beat Keith on Friday. It's fine. You got this. Toddy, what do you think? You seem to be making all the decisions around here now. I can't believe I'm about to give a microphone to Toddy Tandara.
Yeah, he can't really speak or read or anything. So, Joe, what you're telling me is you want your best friend, your buddy, some guy named John, to go against the Bearcat, Keith Haught?
I'll be honest, I was too busy to listen to a damn word they were saying.
Well?
I'll deal with Nix another time. Some guy named John, last week, you spit kombucha in my face. Toddy! Link, let's make the match happen. Let's fucking go. Meow! That's right. Make it happen, Toddy.
What a way to start off Thursday night fights and the 2-year anniversary of 880 Wrestling. Tatiana, are you sure?
I'm fine.
Introducing first,
alongside
the
unwilting Tatiana, the lyrical
gentrifier,
gangster,
some guy named John.
Buddies Inc. always sticking their noses where nobody
And
wants them
from
to.
where the wild things are, this is the Bearcat, Keith Haught.
Well, we can only hope that Keith just takes care of business in there and makes mincemeat of some guy named John.
I know you've got a pretty tumultuous past with some guy named John, Matt. But
speaking of past, talking where
I don't want to talk about it.
as we lock up here, some guy named John and Keith Haught, the Bearcat, has him in the corner. And of course, the lows that this garbage with legs won't stoop. Some guy named John.
It's a smart tactic, unfortunately, to say whenever you're going against somebody with a lot more experience, you want to try to get them off balance as soon as you can. But a big splash from Keith Haught, followed by some straight chop to the chest.
As much as it pains me to say even as well, some guy named John has a bit of a win streak going. Keith Haught has a real opportunity to stop that train from rolling.
Certainly so. That being said, the Bearcat is not exactly in their usual good spirits tonight. They are. Big devastating
with
blow.
the cover. Almost there for the Bearcat. Again, live on IndyWrestling.us. We have the stream going on Twitch. We're also on YouTube. Hello to everyone out there in the internet world and in the future. Again, I'm the lyrical gangster, Matt Flash, alongside the unwilting Tatiana.
Some guy named John trying to send the Bearcat off the ropes now. Bearcat countering with another big clothesline.
Here we go.
Whoa.
This is the place where John doesn't want to be.
Big Bearcat bumper.
Almost got him.
Bearcat going hard on some guy named John. They are trying to get out their frustrations, and John doing the unfortunately smart thing and retreating to the outside into the waiting arms of Joe Murphy.
And man, what a lot of changes going on here in 880 Wrestling. We are almost 1 week out of MV's Big Ass Barbecue 3, where we crowned a new 880 champion in the Eraser, Remy LeVay.
Bearcat has some guy named John's hair. And, taking advantage of the distraction, some guy named John dropped with Haught's arm and toe.
Almost a half rude awakening there off the ropes. Clothesline can't get the Bearcat down. One more time, possibly. From behind.
Double line from some guy named John for the.
Sometimes it's as simple as hooking a leg there. John didn't take care of business. Now look at this. Come on.
Pretty usual behavior from some guy named John at this point. A big sit out to the ropes. Not only did we see the crowning of a new 880 champion, we also saw the unveiling of an 880 championship belt. Which begs the question, why on earth is the old belt still around?
Well, and that is a question, unfortunately, only Nix Wilde can answer, as he kind of just poached the thing from the middle of the ring. And other than that, I did get to see the belt that Remy's wearing now, and it makes me question, where is the control at here in 880 Wrestling? As where is the Black Hand Society in that new belt? So just lots of questions to be answered moving forward here.
Some guy named John trying to chop the chest of Keith Haught here.
Not the plate of chops the Bearcat's looking for.
Haught calling for more, and they've had enough at this point.
Oh, this is a little more like it.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is disgusting. I don't even think John's mother enjoys this.
It's a chop fest from the Bearcat now.
You know, sometimes John would go home and he'd realize his parents had moved.
Bearcat sending John to the corner. Oh!
Off the turnbuckle. Oh!
DDT from some guy named John. I don't...
Could be covered.
Bearcat staying alive there, but what a quick cutoff maneuver from John.
Man, this buddy's incorporated. I'm not quite sure how more devious, how more short-handed these two scumbags can get. But as far as I can tell, John is, in my opinion, runs a page to save and maybe the shining star of not even as far as as far as what could be happening going forward.
Uh-oh, that's not a safe place for John.
Oh no, he doesn't want to be here.
Oh, we're getting the proper bumper now. Oh! He moved out of the way. I didn't expect that. I thought we were going to get a round two.
Oh no! Oh, come on!
No!
Ew.
No!
Ew.
No! I don't like this.
Can't
but
unsee
nobody
that.
home, thank God.
Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot unsee that.
Okay, everybody needs to pull their pants up, and we need to see this match come to fruition.
Only here at 880 Wrestling, folks. Oh, warm them up, Bearcat!
Big dusty elbow.
Clothesline coming up. Looks like the big scoop slam.
Big body slam to follow.
Looks like you might be hitting the bumper to finish them all.
Not quite.
Drops the knee, cover. Close call there for the Bearcat. Again, happy 2-year anniversary to 880 Wrestling. Wow, what a night it's been, even just right off the bat.
I don't know. I thought that King Cat knee from Keith was going to be the end. Oh, Joe Murphy.
Oh, come on.
Inverted DDT from some guy named John.
Could be two.
Thankfully, not enough.
Oh, now what?
Oh,
this is the
gross. We saw this tactic get used against Keith Haught last week.
Great
this is why they're so upset.
Great Cam Muda over there. Oh, finally, a little bit of justice served.
Referee Brad.
Oh, no, give me a break.
Oh, and kick.
Oh, good.
Joe Murphy takes the boots right to the face.
And punt to the chest. Bearcat looking to go to work and finish the job.
Cryptid's kiss, are we about to see a hotness?
Climbing up.
Hotness off the top.
Big splash. That will do it.
Here is your winner, the Bearcat, Keith Haught!
Great victory for the Bearcat to dispose of some guy named John. Oh, come on, go! Turn around! Oh, come on!
No!
And Nix Wilde again.
Looks like they got to use that chair after all!
Oh, ref, turn
Somebody
around!
Get out there to help!
We're gonna need some help down here. When is enough, Nix?
No!
No! Oh, come on!
We need somebody to get down there and help now!
When is enough, Nix? Come on. To Keith, too?
Oh,
thank God, some justice. The king has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Nix has been angering everybody this night. It looks like they have angered the wrong person now. Envy Young making the save to Keith Haught.
Nix Wilde! I couldn't help but notice that you have a shit attitude the last week. Well, congratulations, because tonight it's me and you in the main event. See you out there.
Oh!
And that will do it. Our main event is set, folks. The King of Pittsburgh, MV Young, against Nix Wilde.
Not exactly the opening to TNF we were hoping for, folks.
And I will tell you what, this has been it has been palpitating energy coming off of Nix Wilde. And, you know, even after all those things said, you know, still the question of why. But as we head to our second bout of the evening, we head down to our ring announcer, T2T.
Microphone's giving us a little grief tonight.
You know, even after 2 years as part of this anniversary, you know, it's not always going to go perfect. Well, I think we got him going here. No? Well, again, folks, happy 2-year anniversary here at 880 Wrestling. This has been such an experience for Matt Flash as far as, you know, the chances and opportunities I've got. It's only been more awesome now for the ride. And here it looks like it's T2T.
Everybody feeling okay? So you heard it here first. The main event of Thursday Night Fights will be Nix Wilde in the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young. Our second matchup is a tag team attraction, and it is the battle of 880's most hated tag teams. Introducing first.
That's one way to kick off a second round.
Accompanied by the Princess of 880 Wrestling, Amanda Maslow. This is the melanated starseed Paris Sahara. No Mercy, Zeke Mercer. They are known as the Matriarchy.
And we haven't seen the Matriarchy in a couple weeks. We haven't seen the Matriarchy in a few weeks. They've had a couple weeks off, a little bit of rest time since our excursion in downtown New Kensington at the Voodoo Brewery. And, you know, maybe collecting their thoughts, collecting a new game plan moving forward. I don't think they expected to have to see the Department of Jocks tonight, though, Tatiana.
I don't think so either, but as Toddy announced, it's going to be a battle for the most hated tag team. And while I have certainly had my issues with the Matriarchy
and their opponents,
not including what happened at the Diamond Beach, and I've certainly had some issues with this following tag team, I don't know if either can take over most hated. That said,
from the Carolinas, weighing at a combined weight of 8K, this is Dev Swayze, Avalanche Adams. They are the Department of Jocks.
The Department of Jocks in rare form tonight. They're without Big Jim Bridge accompanying them.
It doesn't feel the same without Big Jim Bridge up here, I'll be honest with you, or down there.
Wait a second, did Swayze have his jersey on backwards?
He might have had a kerfuffle going on there, Tatiana, before the match.
These three have one collective brain cell.
Absolutely, and they all use it to, you know, like I said, kerfuffles.
Looks like there's some disagreement over who should take which corner. Matriarchy not making sure that referee Brad Major stays between them and the Jocks. And looks like we've got Avalanche Adams kicking things up with Zeke Mercer.
Definitely a guy in Avalanche Adams looking to bounce back. You know, his match with Gannon Jones at the barbecue didn't necessarily go the way the department was hoping it would go, calling themselves All-Stars, and then in comes our All-Star, Gannon Jones.
I can't particularly blame the Jocks for being so caught up in the moment that during their pre-show match, they did pick up their first victory as a team, so I feel like there was a little bit of overconfidence going in.
Yeah, I would assume for many years previously to their arrival to 880 Wrestling, that has been a problem for them.
No, it's not even that. They're new kids. New kids tend to get a little overwhelmed, especially when they are a few light bulbs short of a full billboard.
You know, back-to-back weeks here for the department. Like I said, their interaction with Gannon Jones, and then here Thursday Night Fights, another veteran in Zeke Mercer.
Well, we've got a collective 12 years of experience over in the Matriarchy versus 2 months.
Right. And that, like I said, these opportunities for these young guys, very, very cool part of what T2T and 880 Wrestling does.
We're seeing some good chain wrestling right now between Mercer and Adams. Adams has quite a bit of size over Zeke Mercer, but Mercer does have the experience. Nice headlock takeover there from Mercer.
Keeping the pressure on is Zeke. Oh, and look at the scissors reverse there from Avalanche Adams.
Nice little reversal there. Up, Mercer getting their foot on the ropes.
And as far as the department goes as well, this is, like we've been saying, huge opportunity for the Department of Jocks tonight against the Matriarchy. Huge experience with Paris Sahara and Zeke Mercer. Solid armbar there from Avalanche Adams.
Like I said, we've seen a bit of back and forth between these two competitors. I guess the question is, which is going to take the upper hand first? Size or experience? Oh, stop from Adams to Mercer. Nice hip toss there.
Sometimes too big, too strong, and Avalanche Adams is all of that against Zeke Mercer here.
Drop kick from Adams. I don't know, we might see a quick victory in this tag match. Nope. Kick out from Mercer. Oop. And there's that experience prevailing a little bit. Adams not preventing Mercer from staying away from their corner.
Now let's see what Dev Swayze can do here against Paris Sahara.
Oh, big kick from Sahara.
Right to the chest, bottom again.
Another big kick to the corner. Oh, cartwheeling back elbow. Excellent form.
Do it again.
Oh.
Yep. In stereo for Paris Sahara. Solid fisherman suplex there, cover.
And here we go, size versus experience again. Dave Swayze is probably our tallest competitor in 880, but size is not helping him at all versus Sahara.
Oh.
Ow! Not the fish hooks. Not the fish hooks.
Yep, that is just the old-fashioned fish hook.
I can tell you from experience, Matt, those do not feel good. They are painful. Ooh!
Oh, that forearm didn't either.
One off the rope. Oh, right into a drop kick from Swayze.
Oh, waking up a little bit here, Dev Swayze. Nope. Oh, big clothesline.
Uh-oh. Using that big, long leg of his to punish Sahara in the corner. I don't know who to root for in this match. It's the battle of most hated.
Me neither.
It's really hard to decide.
And
oh, Swayze took a little too long running his mouth to the crowd.
oh, that kidney shot. Continuing big shots from Paris Sahara.
Sahara putting Swayze in the headlock and
oh, those knees, concurrent knees, one after another to the forehead of Dev Swayze.
yeah, that's not fun. Off the ropes.
Here we go.
Oh, double knee drop. Double flying knee from Mercer and Sahara.
And a pair of them right to the chest. Mercer looking to capitalize for sure.
Yeah, they have absolute control. Oh, maybe not absolute control over Swayze. Swayze throwing a couple of big fists to Mercer. Uh-oh, Mercer not in a good corner right now.
Nope, definitely in the wrong part of town there, Tati.
Swayze tagging back in Adams. We've seen this little combination before. Oh, big splash.
And the second part of it is that big boot.
That's called the locker slam. It's called the locker combination from those guys.
Real solid tag team wrestling coming from the Department of Jocks tonight.
They are pretty talented athletes.
Looking
Ooh,
good.
a stomp to the head. That's dirty.
Well, this is the most hated, so you're going to get hated stuff from both of these teams, I would assume.
Certainly so, but especially when you're younger, you don't see that kind of brashness. Mercer taken back over. Ooh, snap suplex from Mercer to Adams.
Would that be it?
Adams still kicking.
As far as the chat goes, we see a lot of people missing the Den of Desire tonight.
Unfortunately, the Den of Desire could not make it tonight. We're a little short on Hanston tonight, but that means we've got some interesting matchups.
But definitely a game effort from Marco Narciso and Blizzy Blake against the tag team champions, the fourth line at the barbecue.
It's definitely a good showing.
Absolutely, a great performance.
Adams trying to work Mercer in the corner, but it looks like Mercer had a little bit of a comeback. Now we're just getting straight fisticuffs from these two competitors. But Adams has to take over.
Off the ropes.
Went for the line, but nobody home. Big line from Mercer.
It looks like they may have both caught each other.
Maybe so.
Count starts.
Manager Amanda Maslow on the outside cheering on her team. And of course, you can watch over 50 episodes from 880 Wrestling for free and uncut only on the IndyWrestling.us network. You can find it on the official network or on the YouTube page. Double tag from the competitors. Dev Swayze in with Sahara and Sarah. Sahara coming in hot with the clothesline.
Killing it. Look at this. Dev Swayze trying to, took the boot to the face. And another one.
And that was the baddest bitch kick right from Sahara, right into a splitting leg drop.
Oh, he kicks out of it.
I've taken that maneuver before, Matt. It is jarring. Sahara putting Swayze on the ropes now. They only have a couple of seconds before they risk disqualification. Amanda Maslow somehow managed to reach up and grab Dev Swayze. I did not think she was going to get her arms up that high. That is a very tall kid.
Impressive. Oh, it's Sahara. And look, this is an answer back from earlier. Doing the same to Dev, which what he did to Paris.
Oh, they went for the double suplex, but Adams coming in and breaking it up. Kick to Sahara. He is pissed. He is calling for it. And
sometimes that right hand just finishes it every time. Swayze behind him.
I don't think Mercer realizes. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Here we go. Size versus experience. Amanda Maslow up on the apron trying to distract Dev Swayze. I don't know if it was enough. He never really lost that chokeslam.
Oh! Paris intercepted Avalanche with that kick, and now Mercer with the right.
Mercer turning it into, and I think I know what this is.
That baddest bitch kick again.
Nope, not quite. That is what we call the Pride and Prejudice, and that is it.
Matriarchy, your winners. They are.
Here are your winners, and 880's most hated, the Matriarchy.
So it's official.
It is in fact official now. The Matriarchy is now the most hated tag team in 880 Wrestling. Again, I feel like it's not fair that we didn't include Buddies Inc. in that competition, but I don't make the rules. If that's a title that these two teams want to fight over, let them.
But don't worry, the DOJ is plenty hated.
bit of disrespect towards the loyal crowd of 880 Wrestling. It's been one unstoppable trio. They are making their return with yet another victory.
Yeah. And, moving forward, it's going to be...
Wait a second. Mercer just choosing to exit a different way.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, Thursday night fights here alongside the unwilted Tatiana. I am Matt Flash. Happy 2-year anniversary, 880 Wrestling. And man, what a night it's already kicked off to be. We have Nix Wilde and Young in our main event, but the matchup next, pretty dynamic in and of itself. Tatiana, Alao Dreams.
Well, we are, in fact, going to see Alao Dreams in action, yes, but the question is, who's his competitor going to be?
Everybody okay? Well, as you know, it is the 2-year anniversary of 880 Wrestling's Thursday night fights. And what we have for you is a special message from someone we hold very dear to our own hearts.
Dear to our hearts. What?
Oh, I know that music.
Wait a sec. Frank Deville!
Hey! Frankie!
I didn't even know Frank was here tonight! The former piece of shit here at 880 Wrestling with something to say. He's got to be flying high after his match with Gianni, Michael, and Rico, even though that was a no contest, that was one.
880 Wrestling, let me hear you tonight!
One hell of a match is what I was going to say.
I said, let me hear you! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You heard it first. You heard it all night. All right. Love it. So, you know, tonight's a special night. It's our 2-year anniversary, and I just want to thank each and every one of you here, each and every one of you out there for supporting us for all this time. Week in, week out. Some of you have been here since day one. Tupac, let me hear it. As we approach very quickly like an oncoming freight train, the 100th episode of Thursday Night Fights, you all know we've been here for a minute. You've seen us come a long way. You've seen us grow. You've seen us change. You've seen everything flip on its head. You're out here booing Nix Wilde right now. You ever think that would happen? I sure fuck didn't. But I'll tell you what, there's one person that we need to talk about. There's one person that we need to thank. Someone who put everything on the line to bring 880 to life. Someone who put their career, their future, their finances, everything they hold dear to make 880 work. And I think you know who I'm talking about. And I'm talking about MV Young. Can I get MV Young? MV Young! MV Young! MV Young! That's right. That's right. That's what I came out here to do. Thank you, Coach. That's it.
Frank Deville, everybody.
Encouraging words from Frank Deville there. I gotta tell you, this new side of Frank Deville is startling but welcome.
Our next matchup is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Oh no.
I knew I smelled them.
Again?
He is one half of Buddies Incorporated. This is Mr. Hair in a Bun, Joe Murphy.
Joe Murphy. into the ring. I genuinely thought that was the last we were going to see of him after the match with some guy named John versus Keith Haught, but I guess Murphy wants some singles competition as well tonight.
Yeah, we weren't that lucky tonight, I guess.
And I guess we found out who Alao Dreams' secret opponent is for the night. I was hoping for something wonderful, and no, more kombucha fans.
Oh, jeez. He had too many.
I'm surprised he can still see. That man took kombucha to the eyes earlier tonight.
And his opponent.
Lost Bohemian, one of the faster rising stocks here in 880 Wrestling, Alao Dreams.
And of course, we want to remind you about Sidekick Media Services teaching live video production every Thursday. If you or your friends want to learn all there is to know about recording matches, recording events, and live broadcasting as a whole, sign up with the link in the description on YouTube to start learning today. And the crowd drowning me out a little bit. They are hot for Alao, who is starting this match off hot with some chain wrestling. We know it, we love it.
Front headlock, Murphy dropping the punch and get the reversal with the arm lock here.
Ooh!
Kick under.
Sweeping the leg of Alao.
Shades of the Karate Kid.
Oh, great. Murphy's been watching movies, but, oh, big kick from Dream. Kick, boom from Dreams with a drop kick to finish it off.
It is so awesome to watch Alao in the ring. The high flying stuff, the high risk stuff, he's just showed it off a little bit right there.
Oop! Murphy got a little too close. Alao not waiting for Joe to come back in, and oh crap! Oh!
Off that top rope.
Joe taking advantage.
And again, like you had said earlier, Tatiana, he looked at a little higher spirits, and he, is looking pretty good here, Alao Dreams, despite the beating he took at the barbecue.
Certainly so, but that loss has to be bothering him. He worked so hard. Oh! He worked so hard to get the one-up on Behemoth and failed, and that failure never sits well with a competitor.
But a huge chance of redemption tonight.
Murphy putting the pressure on Alao. Murphy seems to be taking the kombucha to the eyes from earlier a little personally.
This is a little bit of a different attitude from Joe. Kick to the stomach there, has Alao in the corner. Looking to take control. Off the ropes.
Oh, Alao went for the crossbody, but Murphy caught it. Oh!
Cover.
A kombucha slam from Murphy, and Alao caught his arm! Almost had him with a roll up there, but Dreams back on his feet, going off the ropes now.
Here we go.
Dreams stage!
And that could be the setup.
Murphy throwing a little block. Oh! Oh! Half Nelson bull bulldog from Murphy.
Oh, this cover.
I will hand it to Murphy. I did not think he was going to recover from the dream state that fast. That normally puts, well, it puts the competitors in a dream state. Murphy calling his shot now.
Has him up.
Oh, Enziguri!
Off the ropes. Oh, we know it's coming. Here it comes.
Dream catcher from Alao. Is that going to be enough?
That's it. Your winner, Alao Dreams.
And your winner, Alao Dreams.
A little bit of harshness from Dreams during this matchup, putting his frustration out on Joe Murphy to the best of his ability and coming out victorious.
Just the win Alao needed. Big win tonight on Thursday Night Fights.
I'm honestly a little surprised. I thought that we were going to see some interference tonight from some guy named John, as normal from Buddy's League, but Murphy doing it alone tonight and coming up short. That said, what an impressive victory from the Dream.
I'm not 100% sure what John could have done to make that night any better for Joe Murphy.
And let's send it back down to
Give it up
Toddy
for Alao one more time, huh? Well, it comes to the part of the night where you like to give a thanks to everybody here. Once again, one more time, thank you for 2 years of Thursday Night Fights. Thank you to TR outside as well. Want to give a shout out to our production team for the evening, Sidekick Media Services, who brings you Thursday Night Fights every week for free via IndyWrestling.us, CL Graves, Michael Sorg and company up top. On sound this evening, Johnny Demise and Alao Dreams. On commentary this evening, adding a little color to the booth, the unwilting Tatiana. And making their Thursday Night Fights debut on commentary, the lyrical gangster, Matt Flash.
Thank you.
And I am your host and ring announcer, Toddy Tondera. And back to our action. This next match is scheduled for one fall.
Big first time matchup coming up here next.
He hails from another planet, weighing at 155 pounds. This is the psychedelic prince, Sammy Suntimer.
Sammy Suntheimer out making his Thursday Night Fights debut. We've seen this young man wrestle twice before at 880 Wrestling. Once at a private event that was documented not live on stream, and once in the pre-show of MD Young's Big Ass Barbecue 3, where we saw him
and his
unfortunately take his first loss.
Hands down his biggest test to date. Right away.
Certainly so.
Here comes the champ.
Making his way to the ring, weighing 175 pounds, from the south side of Pittsburgh. He is the 880 no-ring champion. He is one half of the 880 tag team champions. This is Satan's favorite Saint. This is Brandon St. James.
Brandon St. James out in his normal energetic fashion, trying to make friends with the by Satan's favorite saint.
Yeah, I got a little scared there.
It happens.
I'll tell you what, here, the G.G. Allen of professional wrestling, as I point this guy, the no-ring champion, one half the tag team champions. This guy is special. Brandon St. James. I'll have to see a little bit of it tonight.
A massive first-time matchup. Sammy, we've only seen Sammy face a couple of competitors thus far. The also debuting Adrian Kirsch from the private event, as well as the single victory from the Department of Jocks over the team of Kirsch and the Suntheimer.
But even with all of that, even with, this, if he had equal experience to Brandon, this would be a tough test for absolutely anybody.
For certain, there is no questioning the talent that Brandon St. James has brought to 880 Wrestling. That said, this is only the beginning of the career of the Psychedelic Prince, so who knows what he brings to the table, too.
Only time shall tell over some time.
Nice lockup from the competitors. And Sammy taking over early with a headlock.
And a winning effort from BSJ and his tag team partner, Casey Ward, for, like I said earlier, regaining the tag team titles over the Den of Desire at the barbecue just 6 days ago.
Nice wrist lock from Suntimer there. But a reversal from St. James.
Wow.
A lot of back and forth chain wrestling tonight from all competitors.
Yeah, I did notice that too. Suntimer trying to get everybody going. That's going to be the direction he needs to go to get a small advantage over Satan's favorite saint.
Going behind now, little waist lock takeover there.
And also not a bad idea game plan wise either to slow it down.
Certainly not, especially when you've got someone as energetic as St. James in the ring. But St. James going from behind now. Oh, now that is a waistlock takeover.
And just your simple 2 points if this were an amateur wrestling match. I'm just playing with the kid now.
Messing with the Prince there. I gotta tell you about that. That crop of hair on the kid's head, it's looking a little familiar right now, if I'm being honest.
As mine? You think my hair might be similar to his?
No.
Or Tottie's? Or your hair?
No, it looks like the hair I see in the mirror, actually.
There is some serious curls going on in the booth tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Certainly so.
But than me.
Certainly so. But there is some serious fists being thrown in the ring right now. Woo! Big forearm from Suntimer.
And the smile on the face of Brandon St. James after that elbow to the chin. Oh!
Big wind-up from St. James right to the throat of Suntimer.
Yeah, the curveball to the larynx, he calls that.
The crowd getting behind Sammy right now. And St. James encouraging it and chopping Suntimer down again.
And a small plate of chops for his effort. Off the rope and that elbow right to that same area. Right around the throat, lower chest area, or upper chest area, excuse me.
St. James encouraging the crowd to cheer for Sammy right now and giving him another forearm right to the ropes.
Oh, he was winding up for it again.
Went for a back elbow. Oh! What a run-up from Suntimer!
Wow.
Nice and snappy. And St. James walking right into a couple of arm drags out of the corners. Big drop kick.
Oh, Sonny Suntheimer looking to take advantage. Super kick. No. Could this be? What?
Up, there we go. Not going for the pin. I wonder if he's got something else planned. St. James taking his time getting to his feet now.
Looks like he's lining him up here, Todd. Let's see. Off the ropes.
This press! Took just a little too much time.
Covering close there for BSJ.
Beautiful kick out, but Suntimer just taking a little bit too much time lining up his shot on St. James to his detriment.
And I think we saw the only opening that Brandon was going to give Sonny here in this match, and I think the rest of it now is just going to be the process of closing the door.
It certainly could be. But St. James with Suntimer in the corner now, setting him up on the ropes again. Perhaps trying to hit what he was going for before.
Sunset
flip. Suntimer going off the. Oh!
Big lariat from Satan's favorite saint. Cover.
Not quite enough to keep the psychedelic prince down.
And honestly, what a cool summer for Brandon St. James too. Not only in his matches with Casey in the fourth line, but he had the no-ring match with Effie. And that's just his no-ring champion. Very cool summer for Brandon St. James.
It certainly has been. It's been a lot of impressive matches from this young man, and that confidence is shining through. He is enjoying this match. Ooh. Suntimer trying to fight back with some chops, but St. James countering with a club.
Man, this Sunny Suntimer. Scrappy.
Side suplex from St. James. Is that going to be enough? No.
Boy, was that close.
I will say this much for Sammy. He's holding his own with St. James right now.
Absolutely.
St. James putting a hold on right now. Working that jaw, working that head.
Which he's been the whole match. Just staying on the pressure point, if you will.
Both men on their feet now. Sammy throwing some elbows. This kid still has fight in him.
Off the ropes.
Oh! Went right into a big boot.
Right in the mush.
Good golly.
What a night it's been. We still have MV on Nix Wilde in the main event.
Oh, don't remind me.
What a match here. Brandon St. James throwing Sunny into the corner.
Now, we've been talking a lot about how tonight is the 2-year anniversary. Brandon St. James was a part of that original T2T Pittsburgh class, the original Steel City Killers. And if you at home want to go and watch the journey of all of the killers, Brandon St. James, KC War, Reese Hayes, Gianni Michael Enrico, and unfortunately Nix Wilde as well. If you want to see the Killer's Journey start to now, you can find all of those matches for free on the IndyWrestling.us network and on YouTube. Oh! St. James went for something in the corner, but Suntimer managing to fight back.
Remember, you can watch over 50 episodes from 880 Wrestling free on IndyWrestling.us.
Oh, went for a line, but Sammy countering.
Oh, no. That's Codebreaker.
This kid still has fight, and he is coming back hot.
Just waiting, and...
Oh! Oh, my goodness. That was an implant DDT. Woo! Wow.
Man, was that close.
That was nuts. I thought that was going to be it.
I thought the Psychedelic Prince had it in control there. Satan's favorite saint being pushed to his absolute limit tonight.
Ooh, a big kick to the chest of St. James.
How about another?
St. James taking one hell of a beating now from Suntimer.
It looks like maybe the tides are turning here a little bit.
Oh, he went for something, but he was caught. Oh, blue thunder bomb. Absolutely insane. Suntimer had the upper hand, but just a little too much time, and whoa.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Oh, I've seen this before.
That could do it. Bring him up. BSJ, a winner tonight
and
on TNF.
Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James!
St. James victorious tonight with that gotcha-style tombstone. We're still trying to figure out a name, but I have been pitching the Satanic Slam.
I like that.
I do too. Apparently it's not quite marketable though. We'll figure it out. That said, Whether you call it that, whether you call it a tombstone, it was effective tonight.
Remember, August the 16th, BSJ will be back to defend. Wait, we got something to brewing here.
There we go.
Great show of sportsmanship.
What a debut on TNF for Sammy Suntimer. Absolutely excellent showing from this kid.
And a little bit of love, too. Why not? Promising future for that young man right there.
Certainly so. From the beginning to the present, 880 has put out some of the most incredible talent that Pittsburgh wrestling has seen so far. What? Something going on? Oh, no.
This is Adrian Kirsch.
Now, I mentioned that these two have already been in 2 matches together, once debuting against each other, once as a tag team. At the end of the tag team match with these two, Kirsch turned on Suntheimer and beat the ever-loving pulp out of him. And now Kirsch with the microphone.
Let's see how his timing is here.
Relax. I'm not here to choke you out again. My bad on that. Listen. Shh. I'm here to make amends. I'm here to be the bigger man. I'm here to apologize. Hear me out, please. Hear me out. Listen, even though you cost me my debut match because you couldn't take care of yourself for 2 minutes without me, I forgive you, okay? I forgive you. It's cool. And I'm asking you to just forgive me, buddy. Let's hug it out. Let's hug it out. We debuted together. We wrestled our first match together. Let's hug it out. Hug it out. I'm a fantastic. Thank you.
Adrian Kirsch calling for a hug out.
I'm a fantastic hugger. I'm a fantastic hugger.
Saying he forgives Sammy. Guess he blames him for the. Oh! Sammy saying no thank you and slapping the taste out of Kirsch's mouth. Whoop, Kirsch going for a line. Super kick, Sammy!
He's making it clear there. He had a receipt to give Kirsch.
Certainly so. Psychedelic Prince learning from earlier tonight, I suppose, and not falling for that little bait. Oh, the competitors getting a little too close to each other after that little exchange, and some animosity there from the new kids.
Look forward to seeing what goes down between those two in the future.
Well, folks, it's about time. It's about main event time. As we saw a little bit earlier or in the evening, some blood was boiling over. And this main event is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Gentlemen, the NB Riot entering Dottie Block with that faux pas 880 championship. And, you know, we all know the 880 champion is the Eraser Remy LeVay, okay? But this, I'm still at a loss of reaction to just the last 7 days of Nix Wilde. And I know Tatiana are working up the wrong tree to comment on this, but I just have to make that flat statement about my thoughts.
I've just been informed that this main event will be for the TNF Championship.
The what?
All right, then. Well,
They don't have the.
you
know
can't
what?
agree with everything.
No comment. No further.
And
comment.
their opponent.
That NB Ryan Nix Wilde has this title that he now is going to be defending. This title that they will be defending this evening.
And Young calling his shot now and telling Nix that he's taking that title.
And maybe, just maybe, the King of Pittsburgh, that forearm to the face, looking to really do some damage here. Next one right away is MV Young, who had another interesting weekend at his own barbecue. The returning Destroyer Peyton Graham taking care of him through the door.
Crowd calling for another chop to Nix Wilde. And they receive one.
You can hear it from up here. The plate of chops served. And MV, and like Frank has said, and we have said, all of this wouldn't be possible without the King of Pittsburgh, MV Young.
Certainly not. Nix Wilde, one of the original. A third one for good measure.
You could feel the sting.
Can't say I'm unhappy about seeing it.
I was actually wondering how you were feeling about seeing those chops served.
I'm fine. Just as fine as Nix is feeling after that senton from MV Young.
And MV means all business tonight. Maybe just like the rest of us, just wanted to show Nix, maybe the error of their ways.
No comment. Another chop from MV Young to the chest of Nix Wilde.
He was on that grill earlier this afternoon, MV, so, grilling up all them chops, just waiting for someone.
Cooking up a couple of fastballs too, it would seem. MV.
You know what? I feel like Tatiana at this point, you should be able to enjoy it.
I'm not. MV Young now taking Nix Wilde to the crowd and letting them have their fill.
Yeah, Tupac's son getting a piece.
Oh! That's right. Let's show the youngins how to do the violence.
Oh, he's going to let the Hurt Kid do it. Yeah! Only at 880 Wrestling, folks.
Certainly
Pleasure to have you guys in. again for the last time, or for one of the last times, I assume, the lyrical gangster Matt Flash alongside the unwilting Tatiana. This is our main event of the evening. MV Young.
Now, you say last time, but hey, there's plenty of TNF episodes to come. We're live here at the Doty Block every Thursday at 8 p.m. And who knows, Matt? I'd love to have you up in the booth again sometime.
Absolutely, this has been a pleasure and an honor and an opportunity, but first time for everything, as they say. Oh!
Nix Wilde breaking the eyes of MV Young. Oh, and going for a neck breaker.
Shades of a rude awakening, almost. That was...
And now taking the stomps to MV. And this behavior, I can't do this. I can't do this. I do not understand where this is coming from. I don't understand why Nix has suddenly become all about themselves. I don't understand why they think they know what's best for 880, why they're bringing out this much more aggressive side. If they had such a problem with how 880 was running, why didn't they use this during our matches? Why weren't they this aggressive when we were fighting for tag team gold?
And I just feel like on top of everything else, Nix's timing. They couldn't be any worse with what we're going up against with this Black Hand Society, what we're going up against with the Eraser Remy LeVay. We are at war here, folks. And Nix Wilde was going to be a major member of this 880 army, and I feel like he's turned our backs on us, Tatiana.
They certainly have. And now they're taking it to their mentor, the person that brought them into this business and taught them almost everything they know.
And just like he said, you know, when Reese needed you and Nix against Brooklyn, they were there. We need him now against the Black Hand Society, and they turned their back on us.
T2T to MV Young now. They can't be it.
Cover.
Come on, MV, kick out! A close call there. I don't even think it's fair to say that Nix is the NB Riot anymore. I don't know what they are anymore. They're not my friends. They're not my tag partners. The crowd's still having some difficulty with this turn as well.
I'm still not 100% sure how the former 880 championship has now become the Thursday Night Fights title. When was that made official?
I don't know. I didn't think that Nix had that power. Big slam from MV Young.
Oh, and the King put a little bit of extra slaw on it for Nix Wilde.
Nix Wilde, the first to their feet now, but they are lined up in the corners. Oh, MV going, jumping over. Drop kick to the corner. Setting up. Oh!
Big power bomb. Cover. Kick out.
Not quite enough. Now, this is not the first time that we have seen MV Young versus Nix Wilde. They've had a couple of matches together, mostly with MV Young coming out victorious. So, I hate to say it, I'm not too worried about the outcome of this match.
As long as damage is done. I would assume the damage will make you happy. Forearm to the chin. And now, Nix. Now they are just going back and forth. Back and forth. Big shots.
Like big meaty shots to kick off a match.
Woo! Nix going for a cover. 2.
Not enough. MV Young still kicking tonight.
Still here. The King still stands.
Nix Wilde getting in the face of referee Brad Majors. Going for.
Oh, I think I know what he's going for here.
We've seen them set up for this corkscrew senton before. Let's see if they can hit it. Up. Up. Oh, and they were caught. They were caught in a sleeper hold. They took just too much time setting up. While they hit the corkscrew,
MV has them in the $1 million dream, which is in MV's version, I guess, would be the 880 dream.
Oh, they got a hold of the ropes, meaning that unless MV wants to be disqualified, he has to let go.
Tell you what, Nix Wilde is being shown what a beating is like from MV.
Well, this isn't their first time taking an MV beating. It's their first time taking an angry MV beating, and that is a different beast altogether. Double line! They took each other out!
That's what I took the words right out of my mouth, Tatiana. The double clothesline, the count has begun. And folks, scheduled for one fall for the, I guess, new Thursday Night Fight Championship. TNF title.
We'll try to get more details on the legitimacy and the stipulations regarding that title. Again, I am not sure if Nix Wilde has the power or the authority to turn that belt into a championship.
I guess my only objection to that is nobody stopped them when they came in and took the belt at the barbecue, so, I mean, I'm not quite sure here.
I don't know, but we're getting an exchange of blows from these competitors now. Big forearms from both. And MV Young taking over.
Ooh.
Back and forth, back and forth. Oh!
Cover!
Not quite enough, a big slam from Nix Wilde.
Man, what a main event this has been, folks. Welcome in. Thank you to everybody here now and in the future. Thursday night fights in our 2-year anniversary at 880 Wrestling.
German!
Or German, excuse me. He's going to do another one? Is he setting up?
Looks like he's going for it, but that's a full Nelson. Nix Wilde going off the ropes now. We saw this earlier, but it was reversed.
No.
Wait a second!
They shot a low blow.
It's just slow blowed MV. It's a guy! No, that can't be it. And a super kick. No, that can't be it.
Cover. No. They did it. I guess it's still.
Here is your winner and still TNF champion, the Black Sheep, Nix Wilde!
Not the way we wanted to see TNF end. Nix Wilde victorious over MV Young by way of a cheap shot and some well-placed kicks to the dome.
And it is now the Black Sheep, Nix Wilde. What is going on with them? I just...
Regardless of why they're doing this, why they've turned their backs on the 880 Wrestling crew, this